Hello, everyone, and welcome to Continental Cablevision's High School Game of the Week. Tonight's matchup should be a good one, and that it features Paramount High going against the Johnson team from Sacramento. I'm Steve Gilman, and with me, Mike Cecilia. Tonight's matchup should be a good one.
It should. That Sacramento team 2 years ago was the Metro Division champion. And, of course, you have the CIF San Gabriel Valley Division winner, Paramount, who last year was 12-1.
Well, a lot of the experts picking Paramount to go ahead and repeat this year. I had the chance to talk to head coach Ken Such before the game and got his feelings on the chances of repeating.
Well, if we have some juniors come through, I think our chances will be very good. It's nice to be starting off rated number 1. I hope we can live up to it. I hope those people are real smart, and I hope they're correct. We have some good returning kids, some real solid kids on our back room and offensive line, and they're competitive, and they've been there before. So we know they can play. It's just a matter of having some of these juniors and some of the seniors that were backup kids last year come through. If they do, I think we'll be a real solid competitive team.
You know, the coach spread out the defense, so who's concerned?
Well, the coin toss just moments away. We'll be back with the kickoff and the starting lineups in just a moment.
This is the... And welcome to Paramount Pirates Field at Paramount High School, Paramount, California, where the Pirates, last year's Division III CIF champions with a record of 12-1, are up against the Hiram Johnson Warriors of Sacramento, California. We're about ready for the kickoff. With me, I'm Michael Cecilia, and along with me I've got Steve Gilman, and we'll be calling the play-by-play all evening tonight, and we're glad you could join us. And on the field, the Warriors of Johnson High have simply just appeared, and they appeared fired up. And here come the Pirates. The Pirates are fired up and ready for action. We're awaiting the introduction of the teams, and here is the home opener for both of these teams. The Pirates and the fans give a roar as their Pirates come onto the field. And it's the kickoff of CIF football for 1989. And the kickoff team for the Pirates takes the field. Johnson has won the toss. They've elected to receive. They'll take it from the east side, traveling left to right. Kicking off for the Pirates is number 15, Armando Villasenor. He's a senior. We're about to begin, yet the Johnson team has not yet taken the field, and we'll be ready for the kickoff in just a moment.
for the Johnson Warriors. Number 26, Ricky Wright. He's a receiver defensive back, a 5'8", 145-pound junior, and he can move.
We're waiting for the signal from Villaseñor, and CIF football will be underway here in 1989. They've taken their marks. And we are underway. The kickoff is taken at the 5-yard line. It's run outside, and he runs into a wall of tacklers around the 22-yard line.
That was Moji Earl, the defensive back, running back. He's also a junior, 5'10", 150 pounds. A lot of juniors on this team. A lot of guys, they graduated a lot of seniors last year, so the juniors on the team will get a lot of work.
Okay, let's take a look at that offense for the Hiram Johnson Warriors. Their quarterback, number 2, Chris West. Their halfback, number 20, Larry Applegate. Playing fullback, it'll be 44, Jabbar Perkins, as they come to the huddle. West looks over. They're in a slot right. Man in motion is number 82, Daniel Easter. And the give goes off and loses ground as a swarming defense took over there, Steve.
That's exactly right. They stacked up on the right side. They ran to that strong side after sending the man in motion. But the Pirates' defensive front four really can be line of scrimmage and stop them cold.
Let's continue and giving you a little more of the starting lineups. The split end will be Leon Mays. Left tackle is David Martinez. And West brings them to the huddle. They're in a pro set. It's the pitch out. Goes to 44. Jabbar Perkins takes it up for about a 6-yard gain. And it's going to look like it's going to be a 3rd and long situation here, Steve.
Well, Jabbar, 5'7", 175-pound junior. Good speed, potential Division I college prospect for next year. Passing situation, and they're going in with an extra flanker.
Okay, let's finish up with the starting lineouts. At center, Orlando Gibson. At guard, Steve Mars, as we break the huddle. Chris West, the quarterback. In the backfield, Larry Applegate. Split is Leon Mays. The give is to the... Mosby Earl took that.
Once again, they decided to try to run on the left side, but the Pirate right side of their defensive line met the challenge, stopped them for no gain.
So it's 4th in its punting situation. Their punter, Larry Applegate, he also is their starting halfback. Back to return now for number 12. He's got it at the 15. And he runs it. He's got about a good 15-yard before a swarm of defenders takes him at the 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. They've got good field position starting out their first drive, Steve.
Not bad, you know. It wasn't that bad of a kick. It went about 37 yards. The return, though, very good, about a 12-yard return. And they'll have excellent field position at the 40.
Okay, let's start off for the starting line up for the Paramount Pirates. At quarterback, Jack Manu, the CIF Player of the Year last year. He's a first-teamer, and he brings his team to the huddle. He's got Danny Godfrey and Leon Neal in the back. He's got Schubin and Bigelow split. And on first down, the give is to Neal. Neal breaks up the middle to the 10, to the 20, before he gets a good gain off, before he's brought down at the 16-yard line. He really opened a hole there, Steve.
Oh, my God. What a fine piece of open field running. It was a little delay to the inside, caught the linebackers frozen, and they thought he was perhaps dropping back for the pass, and he broke it up for about, well, a gain of about 26 yards.
Well, they've got a first down now at about the 18-yard line, as Manu brings them to the center. In the backfield, Godfrey and Neal again. He looks over the defense. Looks like somebody left a little early. There's a throw right. It's complete to Neal at the 5, at the 3. He's down. It's near the 1-yard line. It'll be first down and goal to go for Paramount, starting on their very first possession. They're really moving, Steve.
Well, they're moving the ball fine. They're mixing it up. They did the delay, caught the linebackers frozen last time. This time they go ahead and throw out to the flat. No one there to cover, not even single coverage. And number 12 wide open.
Neal is showing a lot of quickness getting out of the backfield as we break first down. Goal to go on the 1-yard line. Quick substitution. A man is trying to get off the field as soon as possible. They got 2 tight ends in now. And the give, I think, is to the quarterback for a touchdown. Quarterback sneak. Number 10, Jack Manu.
Well, nothing fancy about that. The old QB sneak right up the middle. And a good way to start off things this year since Manu was Division III Player of the Year last year. Obviously off to a good start again.
And they'll set up for the extra point. Armando Villasenor will be up there. He's the senior, and quarterback Manu will be the holder as we set up for this extra point. Paramount taking an early 6-0 lead at the 8:26 mark of the first quarter. They line up for the snap. The snap is down. The kick is up. And is no good. The kick is no good. It is wide to the left.
Unfortunately, their snap was not a good one. The hold did not get down on time, and he shanked it to the right.
But still, that was an impressive drive, Steve. They got the ball in good field position, but they opened several very, very good holes and executed well in that first drive.
Well, it's a 3-play, 40-yard scoring drive. Very good. They executed it unbelievably, both running and throwing the ball. 2 big gains of 20 yards right down here for the QB sneak.
And we're all set to kick off again. Villasenor, the senior. And Gerald is a very quick 5'7", 178-pound runner. Back as the single back. The special teams are in the huddle, and they've broken, and we're about to kick off. Paramount leading Johnson 6-0. Here's the kick. It's a high one. Good hang time. It's picked up at the 3. Hoshi has it at the 5, the 10, the 15. He breaks upfield, gets a hole, and it's stopped at about the 22-yard line, where they'll start 1st and 10.
Good coverage there by the Pirate special teams. Everyone stayed in their lanes. Nobody got excited when they saw the open field and him breaking to the left, and they made the play.
Okay, Chris West is going to bring his team back up to huddle.
No.
Okay, their running backs are Jabbar Perkins and Larry Applegate. They've got a very young team as they bring it to center. West looking back, looking deep. He's got a man open, and it is caught at the 50-yard line. The ball was a little bit underthrown, but the ball was caught for a 30-yard gain all the way up to the midfield stripe. And in one play, they seem to have gotten themselves right back into the game, Steve.
Well, you know, that play was made by the wide receiver. I mean, there was no doubt about it. He was well covered. He went up acrobatic-like and pulled that in.
And it's first down at the 49-yard line of Paramount. West brings his team out. It's on the option play, decides to run it himself and gets nowhere. As Mike Dela Cruz, the 5'8", 220-pound senior, takes him down. It'll be second down and about 9. The ball set at about the 48-yard line. It's been a game of big plays so far earlier in the game.
Sure has. The Johnson team getting nothing on the ground.
He brings him up. He looks at his team in the slot. He's got 2 backs on the right side, traveling left to right. West back to pass. He finds himself in trouble, and he is sacked for about a 10-yard loss back to the 43-yard line. No, they're going to come up with a big third down and about 20 yards. There's a flag on the field, and we'll wait to see what that's all about.
That was defensive end. Logo coming in.
Okay, and there was a holding play against the defense. Steve?
Well, on that play, defensive end, Logo came out of nowhere, beat his man, was able to make the play right there.
We missed who the hold was on, but that'll nullify that excellent.
And that is a big penalty. Rather than 3rd and 20, we're looking at 3rd and 5.
It is, and West brings his team up. They split. West takes it himself on the option play and gets almost first down yardage. It looks like they may have made it.
I'm not so sure, Mike, that was an option. I think it was a broken play. Everybody going in the wrong direction. I'm not sure it was an option. I think it was a broken play, and he just decided to take off with it on his own.
It very well may have been. For an instant, it appeared that there may have even been a fumble, but he appeared to hold on to the ball. Maybe it was a bopple at the snap. Now we're looking at a third and very short. Here's his first down. First down, he's got about 1.5 yards. He's looking at 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line. Maybe inside the 35, just a hair inside the 35.
Well, that's West on a keeper. He can run the ball, and they like to go to him.
West number 2, he's a senior, 5'10", 172 pounds, out of Sacramento. He looks his team over, and he drops straight back to pass, looking downfield. He throws long over the middle. He's got a man. It's intercepted. Intercepted by number 45. And he runs it all the way back to the 30-yard line where they'll begin 1st and 10. He threw into a crowd, Steve.
He did. He threw into actually triple coverage. There was no way that man was going to catch the ball. He was well covered.
That was Floyd Kane making that interception, and he really went up in the air for it, didn't he?
And not only that, Floyd Kane, linebacker, read that play excellently, dropped way back, helped out on the safety, and made the interception.
You know, Coach Ken Such doesn't like to give out his size and weight for his players. He feels that it really doesn't matter much in high school football, and he may have a point because his linebacker looked like a defensive back on that play.
Great play.
And Manu gives the ball off to a Neal who just twists and turns and made about 6 yards out of that.
Talk about second effort. Neal right there stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage, did a spin move, and was able to pick up about a gain of 4.
Coach Such is very impressed with this team's ability to execute well as they come up for a 2nd down and about 6 yards. They're traveling right to left on the quick set. The give is to Jacobo. Jacobo gets a couple, and it'll be 3rd and about 4. Again, it looks like the game plan tonight is to run if at all possible, and, of course, by establishing that running game, they set up their passing game, Steve.
Well, Coach Such, he feels that his team executes so well that they can both run, pass, they can do just about anything they want, and so far he's been right.
As they break it, it's Shubin on the outside. And a quick inside to Neal, who gets an 8-yard carry. Very quick inside move, and another first down for the Paramount Pirates.
Well, they had everybody full on that play, no doubt about it, and broke it up for a good gain, another first down.
They appear to be moving with ease. Both these teams actually offensively in the early going. We've got 4:22 to go. Paramount leads 6-0. I'm Mike Cecilia along with Steve Gilman. We're coming to you from Paramount High School for the home opener of CIF football. Paramount on the drive. Quarterback reaching back. The handoff is to Neal. Neal breaking through, twisting, turning, and finding himself with about a 10-yard gain, and a flag goes down. And it'll be 2nd down and very short pending this penalty.
Well, once again, going to their bread and butter man, Neal, but it's going to be negated. Penalty against the Pirates.
That really hurts when you get a play like that and it's taken away from you.
On the offense.
And it's a 15-yarder. So instead of looking at 3rd and 1, they're looking at 1st and 25. No, I'm sorry. It's more like 1st and 20. 1st and 21 we'll give it.
Well, let's see what Coach Such does here. This gives him a chance to really open the offense up.
That's right.
Let's see if he I'm thinking he's going to probably go with a play-action pass or a rollout option play of some type. Let's see what happens.
They're on the near sideline. On the nearest hash will we go to the far side if they go to the pitch out or the sprint out. And they go the opposite direction. And Neal is amazing staying on his feet. He keeps those feet moving, Steve.
And that's the key right there. The knees always bouncing high, a la Craig James. And what you saw right there was they decided to run to the short side. A little bit interesting there. We figured they went with the two wide receivers to the right, but they ran short. Pick up about 5.
Neal had quite an average last year. He averaged over 5.8 yards a carry. Quarterback brings them up to center. It's a second down and a good 10. He breaks right. He's got room to go, and he throws downfield. It's complete to the 35-yard line. To number 40. That's George Jacobo. George Jacobo with the 20-yard reception gives them a first down now, and they're driving again inside the 30 of the Warriors.
And credit Jack Manu with an outstanding pass. He actually split the defense right there, threw over the linebacker and underneath the safety.
Okay, it's first down. The pitch is inside. And they get about a 4-yard gain out of that.
And once again, the front line of the Pirates continue to control the line of scrimmage, and that's enabled them to throw and run the ball at ease.
We're looking at a second down and about 6. Manu brings his team out. He's got his backs in a split left. All his receivers are to the left, and he goes through to a screen to number 83, who's got the ball inside the 25-yard line, down to the 21, before he's stopped by a defensive back from the Warriors. Brandon Sampson on the stop there.
That nothing more than that quick flanker screen caught him all alone in the flat, and he was able to turn it upfield for a good pickup and another first down for the Pirates.
Pirates are breaking. And they are threatening again. Here with 1 minute and 42 left in the first quarter, they lead 6-0. It's the quarterback. Inside snap. It's almost Neal gets the inside pass. There's a flag down on the play. It looked like a broken play. Almost looked like a forward pass. It looked like he gave the ball to the back as he got in front of him, almost a pass.
I'm not quite sure what happened. I'd love to see the replay on that, Mike. But at any rate, once again, gets the ball right up the middle.
On the wrist.
And I guess what's happening out there is a lot of arm tackling being done because Neal is just shedding tacklers like they're children, and he's picking up these huge chunks of yardage.
He really is. However, that was an illegal procedure, and they'll take him back 5 yards. So they're looking at a second down here, or rather first down all over again, at about 13 yards. Manu over center. He's got his back split right. It's back to Neal again, and Neal is twisting, turning. They can't seem to break him down. He's got another 5-yard gain down to the 15-yard line. And time is beginning to run out on the first quarter. 55 seconds left. 6-0. Paramount as they come to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9, they brought their tight ends in tight. The quick handoff by Manu is to number 35, Daniel Godfrey. Godfrey gets about 3 yards, and
once again,
coming up on a third down and about 5.
Once again, the Pirates opting to take it up the middle. They've had a considerable amount of success up there, so it's not broken, don't fix it. They continue to go straight up. And now we're looking at a 3rd and 6. It'll be interesting to see what Coach Such does, because when you get to this point of the field, you kind of run out of end zone, and it kind of limits what you can do passing-wise. So we'll see if he decides to keep it on the ground or put it back up in the air.
That's true, Steve. It'll also be interesting to see how the Warriors defend this. They've had a hard time defending at all against Neal. I'm wondering if now they'll try to put some special adjustments now to take Neal out of the picture, and maybe open up the running game for Godfrey a little more.
Well, in a situation like this where you have a guy that's been actually just killing you, it's good to have the linebacker key on him. Let's see what the Johnson team decides to do.
Okay, they break out on a 3rd down play. They got their wide out split. They've got their backs in a pro set split left. The give is to the quarterback who takes it himself, and he won't get first down yardage. The option was on, but it looked like for a moment a hole opened and then closed that quickly.
Well, in that situation, Manu decided to turn the ball upfield. He had the pitch me in there, but if you notice, the Johnson team really defended that well. They had a guy on the pitch man, and so Johnson had no choice but to turn it up. So,
and the gun goes off at the end of the first quarter. It's the Paramount Pirates, 6, and threatening. The Warriors of Sacramento, nothing. We'll be back right after a word from our sponsor. Okay, we're back for second quarter action. Welcome to Pirates Field here in Paramount, California, where the Paramount Pirates are leading 6-0. They're threatening it's a fourth down situation, and they are going for it. I'm sorry, first down. They got a first down on their play. And they're threatening this first down and goal to go. They got the split end out. The give is to Godfrey. Godfrey powers in for a touchdown.
that touchdown by Godfrey, all muscle. He shed a couple of tacklers and spun into the end zone. Good piece of running. And now
Godfrey's a big boy at 6'0" and 190 pounds. And the kicking team goes in to go in and try for a 13-0 lead. It looks like they possibly might even be going for the two-point conversion.
not uncommon when you miss the one-point conversion initially. A lot of coaches, they get a little greedy. They want to make it up, get that 14-0 bulge. So he's going to go for it right here. I would look for a play action pass of some sort or Manu on the rollout coming to the right side.
Okay, here's the play. We got the wide out split. There's two receivers, and you're right, and the pass is incomplete. It was almost caught. He seemed to be right on the goal line at the time the ball was thrown.
Well, what happened there, the pass, not the best of passes, certainly not the type of pass Jack Manu is capable of making, but one that should have been caught, I thought.
I think so, too. Manu has a real talent for being able to fake the defense left and then rolling right. So, at the 11:32 mark of the second period, we've got a 12-0 lead here. Now traveling from left to right, Armando Villasenor kicks off. The kickoff is deep, and it's picked off by 28. Moji Earl, who runs the ball upfield, cutting back until he's down at about the 28-yard line, and they'll start first and 10 there. You know, this is only the second possession, it seems, or maybe the third possession in this half. They really ate up a lot of time on that previous drive.
Well, we're talking about a really good, well-executed ball control offense here with the Pirates. They are really controlling the line of scrimmage and moving at will.
That's true, but the Warriors moved the ball well when they had it, and their drive was thwarted by an interception. Let's see how they do on this drive. West brings his team up the huddle. He's got Larry Applegate and Jabbar Perkins in the backfield. Man in motion is Moji. And the give is the keeper to the quarterback, and he's quick, but he was caught by the outside linebacker who came up, Daniel Easter. Daniel Easter came up and made that play.
That's something that linebacker coaches love to see. Good lateral pursuit. Easter came all the way over, chased him down, and made the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
It's true, and it was a possible big gainer, too. It looked like he had a lot of room to move. But he failed to cut inside, and the linebacker came up and took him right out of the play. There's Brad Shubin on the tackle previously as we come up to the line of scrimmage. Chris West, the give is to 44 Jabbar Perkins, and he cuts inside, picking his holes and getting up to about the 35, 40-yard line. just over the 30.
And credit Floyd Kane there with a good read on that play. He made a fine solo tackle right there.
Okay, so we're looking at a 3rd down and about 7. Possible passing down, you think?
I would think they would put the ball in the air. They don't seem to have had much running so far.
Okay, West has a single back. All the rest of his people, he's got receivers out. He draws back to pass. He's in trouble. He's running right. Looking downfield, he's decided to keep it, and he's got near first down yardage as he's knocked out of bounds on the far side of the field by Wayne Shepard and Larry Applegate.
Good read by West. He saw that the coverage was there, and he decided to turn it upfield, and with the good speed that he's got, he's able to pick up a first down.
He does have good lateral speed, and he was looking downfield, saw nobody open, did the wise thing, and kept the ball.
He had a little pump fake there that I think kind of froze the defenders in their play.
He did get a first down. They'll be traveling right to left. Here with 9:26 left in the first half. It's 12-0. Johnson is driving. The pitch is back to Jabbar Perkins. Jabbar Perkins took a high pitch and was stopped by Danny Cordova. Okay, so we're looking at 2nd down, about 5. 8:56 here in the first quarter. Second quarter, I'm Michael Cecilia along with Steve Gilman. We're bringing you CIF action from Paramount High School. Here in Paramount, California, quarterback drops back to pass. He looks, he has trouble, and he is going to be sacked. He is hit very hard by a swarm of runners, led by Floyd Kane. Floyd Kane came in and just dropped the quarterback for about a 10-yard loss.
Floyd Kane on the blitz, came in there, he had no chance. West was dead meat all the way, and Kane just smothered him.
So now we're looking at a very, very long 3rd down situation, and this is where they got in trouble before. They gave up a long interception last time, but might be as good as a punt if you can get the ball downfield.
Well, I think you're going to see West in another roll-up and perhaps throw in deep.
Okay. West on the draw to Perkins, and he is hit at the original line of scrimmage after making pretty good, reasonable yardage on the draw play.
Well, they tried to catch him a little bit flat-footed and have Perkins' good open field running ability, his to break and open. And he put up some good yardage, but not enough for the first down. It's a punting situation for the Warriors.
The Warriors Larry Applegate, the 6'1", 190-pound senior. We're waiting on the snap. It's a low snap. It's fumbled by Applegate. He gets the kickoff. It's a low, poor kick, but gets a good bounce. And it's going to be down at the 36-yard line. A punt of about 15 yards.
Well, Johnson very fortunate there. They got the kickoff. I didn't think it was going to happen. But although it was a low kick, they got a bounce of about 10 yards. And so catastrophe basically averted for the Warriors.
It seemed he had a little more time and got a little nervous and got the kickoff a little earlier.
Well, I think the Pirates were probably setting up for a return because I didn't see a lot of rush on that snap. If they had gone after him, I think they would have got it.
The Pirates back on the drive. They're going a first down. The handoff is the give inside to Godfrey. Godfrey gets about 3 or 4 before he's stopped by the Warrior defense.
And Coach Such deciding to play it a little bit serious right now. He knows he can run the football on this team. So he's not going to do anything stupid. He's going to go ahead and maintain a good ball control offense.
Come on, baby.
Number 40, Jacobo, comes out of the game as they come to the line of scrimmage. They've got their wide receivers on the far side. They've got Neal and Godfrey in the backfield. Manu gives the pitch to Neal. Neal breaking tackles before he is pushed back at about the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 5.
It's going to be 3rd and short right here. Once again, Neal bearing the brunt of the work right there and rips good yardage
Quarterback
Off to the
Manu
left.
impresses me in his ability to get off the handoffs very, very quickly.
Well, he runs the option as well as any high school quarterback I've ever seen. He does it extremely well. He knows when to pitch, he knows when to give it to the full middle, and he knows when to keep it and turn it upfield himself. He can do it all.
That's why he was all CIF last year and the most valuable player for this team. We've got 5:54 left in the first half. It's 12-0, Paramount Pirates over the Washington Warriors of Sacramento, California. I'm Michael Cecilia, and along with Steve Gilman, we're bringing you the action in the kickoff of the CIF. We've got 10 games this season, and we'll be bringing them all to you. Back later in the second half, we'll tell you about more games that are coming up.
Well, right now, Coach Such going to his short yardage offense. You just saw him bring in the big guy, Ricky Logo. So let's see if he tries the quarterback sneak or something to Neal off the left side. They've had a lot of luck running that way.
Hey, Ricky Logo, the tight end inside, number 81. They're bringing Brad Shubin. He looks over the defense and takes it himself for what appears to be a first down.
And Coach Such electing to go with the quarterback sneak. He knows that he can run either left or right, and Manu just takes it up the middle for first down yardage.
He's got first down yardage. And with that, the Tobo will be out. They've been a great line play as well. Underrated line, but a senior line. They have 3 or 4 seniors on their offensive line. Manu giving instructions to Godfrey on the wing. As we come up first, 5:03 left. And there's a whistle on the play, and obviously broken play. I think someone moved quickly.
Well, I don't know about broken, but I do know that Neal just ripped off about another 15 yards before that whistle. I wasn't quite sure. I thought Manu was perhaps autobowing at the line, but he went ahead and gave the ball to
Dead ball, illegal procedure on the
offense. It's going to be a motion penalty
23.
against the Pirates.
There was definitely some confusion on that play. Manu was giving instructions to his wide receiver, Godfrey, and they never did really quite get that play up to snuff. So we're looking at 1st and 15.
I think Coach Such likes to use the option in a long yardage early down situation like this. Let's see what he does. He stacks high to the right.
Okay, 1st and 15 for Manu. The handoff is to Neal. Neal's got him to a hole, and he's running downfield. He's broken a hole. He's to the 30. He's to the 20. He's to the 5, the 10. Touchdown! Touchdown, Paramount High School. A run of 60 yards by Leon Neal. The 5'8", 165 speedster with the 5'5" average, and a run like that is certainly going to add to it, Steve.
Well, I'll tell you, Jim Neal just showing absolutely incredible open field running. He took the ball about 20 yards upfield, shed a tackler, cut it back over the middle, and then basically just outraced and outran the entire Warrior secondary.
And at one point, it looked like someone might catch up with him, but he put on a burst of speed at the end. Okay, here's the point after touchdown. Armando Villasenor. Manu, the kick is up. And it's good.
All right, we're going to take another look at that Neal run. It was a fine run and certainly worth taking another look at again.
So let's do it. Manu gets the ball, typically off the right side, with the tackle right there, actually, brings up about 20 yards, catches, stop to the left,
And it's off to the races. And no one's going to catch that man. Shades of Jimmy Morris for the New York Giants right there.
Well, kiss and goodbye, fans. This game is quickly getting out of reach as Paramount takes a 19-0 lead with 4:27 left in the first half.
When they're running off our tackles, we're taking our outside back off, putting all of the twins out there. Coach, take our nasty. Right there.
The kickoff by Villasenor coming up. The kickoff is up. And it is deep. Again, taken by number 28, and he doesn't get very far as he's put down at about the 32-yard line. We've got 4:21 left in the first half. I'm Michael Cecilia, and along with Steve Gilman, we're bringing you the play-by-play action from Paramount High School in Paramount, California. For the Paramount Pirates have taken a 19-0 lead against a team from Sacramento, California, a team that just 2 years ago won the Metro Division Championship in Sacramento. And this is an impressive team so far, Steve.
They most certainly are. The experts picked them to finish number 1 again. Looks like they could be right.
They're proving them right so far. And a first down play is an option which is broken.
And Jerome Haywood right there, the defensive end, basically said, don't run on my side anymore, because he stopped him cold after about a 1-yard gain.
Jerome is a big man. He's 6'4", 200 pounds, and there are those who say that he has the body on the team. That's a quote.
He wasn't touched. He wasn't touched.
Chris West brings the team to the line of scrimmage. He's got Applegate and Jabbar Perkins in the backfield.
It looks like he's cut up.
To give this to himself, he thinks that it was in a 3rd and 10, and the defense was fired up after that touchdown. It's just a well-roofed-up effort.
The defense, knowing that the offense is moving the ball at will, they say, hey, we want our share of the limelight right here. So they're just really stocking it to this Johnson team as well.
3rd down and a long 8 yards to go.
He got the flanker stacked to the left. Let's see if he tries another long pass on the left side.
He was cut up on.
Okay, here's the drop back. The long throw, and he's complete. To number 10, Leon Mays, the junior, 171 pound. He made a good leaping catch and got first down yardage down to the 46-yard line. And this team occasionally can put something together.
Well, they look pretty good on that pass play right there. Jacobo overplayed it, and I'm not sure if it was the interception or what, but allowed that reception to happen. And
they haven't sustained a drive, but they have had moments as they come to the line of scrimmage. The quarterback, West, he's got his ends in tight, and he's looking to... Oh, he pitches out, and it's almost fumbled and picked up very, very nicely.
I'm not quite sure if that was a lateral or a forward pass.
Larry Applegate really had a little problem with it. I think it was a forward pass only because the lateral was correct, but I think he fumbled it in the air when, originally, the little bobble before gaining control and getting some yardage.
On red. Another flag on the play, I believe.
And it's going to go against Paramount. That'll give them first down yardage. They're moving the sticks.
I don't think we've seen a call on that, Mike, yet. I'm not quite sure what the penalty was. But it's 1st and 10.
First and 10, ball at the 30. Hamilton on the drive. Oh, the pitch is to Perkins, and he gets nowhere. The swarming defense. But a good pursuit by the linebackers on that.
Yeah, Shubin, Avila, they're all in that tackle. They just came over from the strong side and shut it down before anything could even get going. Well defense played. You notice they stayed on West until he pitched the ball, and then they just absolutely went after the running back and just nailed him.
Avila is getting a lot more playing time than was originally anticipated. He's usually the nickel back, but of course, down this many points, maybe he's needed. Straight back to pass is West. He goes deep. He's got one man covered by 2, and it's incomplete. Down in the corner of the end zone on a post pattern.
Well, wall covered right there. You saw Gutierrez. He had that play pretty much care of, as well as Avila. Both of them right on the money there. And West, once again, threw in the double coverage, and he's probably pretty lucky he didn't get that picked up.
As we head up on 3rd down, it's a 10-yard, 3rd down play. Ball at the 26-yard line. We've got 1:36 to play in the first half. It's a 19-0 lead for Paramount. West back to pass. He looks right. He's got a man open and overthrows him. Down on the far sideline. Open was Leon Mays on a pattern where he really seemed to get by the defender and the ball was overthrown.
Well, West really blew a golden opportunity there. If he had made that completion, it would have been a first down inside the 20. Now they're faced with 4th and, I believe, 12. So we'll see what they try to do. I think they're going to try to go for it.
The 4th down play and down 19-0 against a team of this quality, it's certainly to their
And you don't give up a heck of a lot. If you go ahead and punt the ball, chances are it's going to go into the end zone and we'll have it at the 20. So at 4th and 12, I would expect Coach Dillon of the Warriors to go for something a little bit on the creative side. I think you're going to see him probably have a rollout option pass, give West a chance to turn it upfield and maybe get some good open field running and get a first down, or perhaps hit one of those speedster flankers of theirs and pick up a big gain of yardage.
It is fourth down. Could there be a timeout on the field?
Well, West is coming back in.
There's time in. I think it's the...
We have the band and right after that.
There is 1 minute, 30 seconds left in the first half. We're coming to you from Paramount Stadium here in Paramount, California, where the Pirates have a 19-0 lead. The Hiram Johnson Warriors of Sacramento are driving their team down, but they're in a 4th and 10 situation now as they bring their team out of the huddle. Quarterback Chris West looking over his players. Calling a play on the line of scrimmage. He drops back to pass. Throws to the right flat, incomplete. That'll be fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
And that was nothing more than a timing pattern. Unfortunately for West, his receivers weren't ready for the ball, and it sailed by incomplete. And they turn it over on downs. Pirates will have a chance to put some more points on the board before the half is over.
They've got a minute 28. I don't know if they're going to want to put a lot of points on the board, but certainly with their ground game going as well as they can, they'll certainly run out the clock. If they break a big gainer, there's nothing that can be done about that, however. Jack Manu's got his team at the line of scrimmage. And there's a timeout on the field.
I think Manu wants a timeout.
He didn't like what he saw out there.
No, that timeout was charged to the Warriors. That timeout by the Johnson team.
Okay, folks, we'll be right back after a few words from our sponsor. Field in Paramount, California, where the Paramount Pirates have a 19-0 lead over the Johnson Warriors of Sacramento, California.
And the story of this half has really been the Paramount offense just moving the ball literally at will.
And led by Leon Neal, the running back who came into this game as a junior with a 5.8 average. He electrified this crowd here tonight with a 60-yard run for a touchdown. As they go into a first down, Neal gets short yardage, and tempers are beginning to flare down on the field a little bit, Steve. This team is frustrated, and with good reason. They've played reasonably well, but they just haven't had the breaks tonight.
Well, that was a fine play by tackle Toby Mitchell right there. He just nailed him right at the line.
It's second down and about 8. As Manu brings his team out, he's got Godfrey on the wing. Bigelow on an end. He's dropping back to pass. He's looking deep over the middle. He's got a man open, but overthrows it slightly. George Jacobo had beaten the defense all the way downfield, and it was really quite a throw.
That ball traveled a good, close to 50 yards in the air, and that just shows you why Manu was a Division III CIF Player of the Year last year. He put that ball up in the air, and Jacobo couldn't get underneath it, but if he had, it was 6 points.
No doubt about it. Time running out here in the first half, 33 seconds left. And with that incomplete, there's timeout on the field. Third down and 10. Manu directing his running backs. He's got a single back. He's got 3 receivers split. And he's on the option, decides to take it himself to the near sideline, and he's got some yardage close to first down yardage. At about the 47, 48-yard line. Looks like he got the first, Steve.
I think he did. Manu taking that ball all the way. I think he just said, I know where the first down marker is. I want to take it and get it myself, and he did it.
And got out of bounds to stop the clock with 25 seconds left here in the first half. And a half completely dominated by the play of the Paramount Pirates.
Well, Coach Such, he wants more points, obviously. He called timeout right there, even though the clock was stopped. And he's out on the field right now and telling the offense what he wants.
We've got a timeout on the field.
Coach Such is, I think he wants to get the ball probably at least up to about the 20-yard line for a field goal, but I'm sure it's in the back of his mind, let's put 6 more points up on the board.
He's had excellent play out of his linemen and out of his backs tonight.
And the cheerleaders.
A pensive cheerleader tonight. It's time in, and with 25 seconds left, Team breaks the huddle, and looks like yet another timeout has been called.
Now, here we go. We're getting ready for action.
We're back in it with 25 seconds left. It's first down, 10 yards to go for Paramount. Single back split. Quarterback rolls left. He's looking downfield, looking. He's got a man open and dropped the ball.
Well, no excuse for Jacobo on that. When he sees the game film, he's going to really kick himself again because he was wide open, and that ball went right through his hands. Swish.
George, if your parents are watching tonight, we won't replay that one. 19 seconds left here. Second down, 10 yards to go. Paul Gutierrez on a wing. Quarterback new. Back to pass. He's looking deep. He's got nobody out there. Everyone was very, very well covered, and lucky the ball wasn't intercepted.
Well, Manu going for the home run right there. I mean, and why not? There's 13 seconds left. Just put it up in the air and air it out. See what happens. Maybe you can catch the secondary a little flat-footed and get 6 points. Didn't work that way that time, though.
Okay, now with 13 seconds left, we have an interesting situation here. Does he put the ball on the ground and try to eat up some clock? Or does he try to pass again and then risk a kind of risky punt? It's kind of deep in his own territory. We'll see as he comes to the line of scrimmage. He's got two receivers split left, one on the right, one back, and he goes back to pass. Flag is down. Quarterback looking downfield, and he decides to take off by himself. He's got first down yardage and more as he goes to the 40-yard line. A first down play, 5 seconds left in the half. And we're going to look at what this flag is.
Well, there's a timeout on the field. It was a first down if they don't bring it back, but it's a motion play. It's going to go against the Pirates. That play will probably that's going to come back, and Ken Such, I would imagine, at this stage, deep in his own territory, with a 19-0 lead and only 5 seconds on the clock, and faced with the third and about 20 that he's going to have, or excuse me, third and 15. I think you'll see him sit on it right here.
Regardless of that holding penalty, they had a lot of time on that play. We've got 5 seconds left in the first half.
Actually, that's going to be
They're going to let the clock run out. Well, fans, I'm Michael Cecilia along with Steve Gilman. That's the end of the first half here from Pirates Field with the score. The Pirates 19, the Warriors nothing. We'll be right back right after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Pirates Field here in Paramount, California. Tonight's game is brought to you by Adds Floor Covering, serving the Mid-Cities with the finest in floor and window covering since 1945. Your local Armstrong Floor Fashion Center. And by Sports Channel, sponsors of the Sports Channel Player of the Game. And now, second half play-by-play, here's Steve Gilman.
Well, Mike, that Sports Channel Player of the Game, who do you like for that so far? Right now, it looks like a toss-up between Manu and Neal.
I agree with you completely, and as the second half goes by, I'm sure one of those will emerge as the top player unless a miracle occurs for the Sacramento's finest, the Warriors of Johnson High.
Well, it's going to take more than a miracle. I think it's going to take a virtual act of God. They've just been dominated from start to finish, and it really, I think the key is the line of scrimmage. Manu's had the time to throw the ball when he's wanted to, and
he really has, and Neal has been remarkable as a cutback runner. He's able to run off tackle and change speeds, cutting back down. He's really been impressive this evening.
Okay, well, it looks like, and then you heard the referee just told you, the red team will receive on the east end, that of course being the Pirates, and the white team. For those of you who just joined us, the Johnson High School team from Sacramento, they'll be doing the kicking off. Well, 19-0 here in the start of the third quarter. This game has been really dominated by by the Pirates from start to finish. It
Totally
really
dominating.
has.
They've had 3 drives that have taken them all the way downfield. They were sparked by a 65-yard touchdown run by Leon Neal on one play. Neal has, to my estimation, about 150 yards running here in this first half.
He has really ripped some big gainers.
They've also had good inside play. Running the option play, the quarterback Manu has had several good runs, and also Danny Godfrey has provided power on the inside.
That's right, but Manu has done the best, I think, is when he's given the ball to Neal and let him take it straight up the middle. That's when they really get those big chunks of yardage. Well, we're about to start the kickoff. The Hiram Johnson Warriors looking to stage a miracle comeback here in the second half, and there's the kickoff. And it's taken out about the 10-yard line. He breaks it upside the right side and forced out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. That was the Monday White with the return and did a fine piece of running. Did what the coach likes you to see you do. Go straight up the middle and then cut it, break it right or left.
And for about the 5th straight time in this game, they've got themselves good field position. They're starting at the 40-yard line. Only 60 yards to go for another 6 points.
Well, here we go. Manu taking the ball from center. And it looks like they went offside.
Yeah, there was definitely something, and I think it was a defensive situation. It looked like the linebacker number 55, Chris Evans, the outside linebacker, the 5'11", 179 pound.
Encroachment on the right.
Is again. Hiram W. Johnson High.
Well, it's funny how the Pirates didn't do anything different there. It was Manu running the option, handing it off to Neal. That was their bread and butter play in the first half, and they're coming right back out doing it again.
That's true. It looks like the outside linebackers are setting back just a little bit more to try to back up on those traps that are set up on their 3-man line.
And now they're saying that the motion went against the Warriors, so now we're going to have 1st and 5. Little mix-up there by the officials. And Manu taking the ball from Senator Tony Gomez.
Gomez, an all-league player last year.
And Neal breaks it to the right side. He turns it upfield. He's got some open field. He's going to go all the way. The 10, the 5. Touchdown, Leon Neal. What a run.
Neal electrified this crowd for the 2nd time this evening, and I think I can already put in my vote for the Sports Channel player of the game.
So ready to run?
A fine piece of running. Absolutely incredible. We're going to get a replay on that.
And when we do, we'll take a look at some excellent blocking and some fantastic speed. Look at the hole that opens up. He breaks a tackle, breaks downfield. He's so fast, he just gets by everybody. A broken tackle, poor tackling there. And he is just off to the races, as they say, for 6 points.
Here comes the point after attempt. Manu will hold. There's the snap, and the kick is up, and it is good. Well, the score, 26-0. 11:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. And the Pirates starting out the way they did in the first half.
They certainly are, and they are impressive. That run by Neal showing a quickness that can only be considered all CIF at this early stage in the season.
Well, it's absolutely incredible the way he can just run off tackle and just really hits that hole quick. It's just an explosive runner. And when he gets in the open field, he is very tough to bring down.
He really is. No one has really been able to catch up with him, and those that have been unable to really hit him hard enough to bring him down, as evidenced by those 2 extraordinarily long runs.
Oh, okay. And kicking it off for the Pirates will be Villasenor. And there's the kick. And it's going to be taken on the 10-yard line and fumbles the ball. Picks it up at the 15. He breaks it to the right. He's going, and he's going to be brought down at about the 22-yard line. That was a return of about 12 yards. And credit the special teams with some good play there.
This team is very well coached. They execute extremely well, and that goes to all their special teams players as well as their first team players. And I think in this second half, we may start to see some of those second and third team players playing a little bit more.
Well, Coach Stutz has every reason to go ahead and work in some of the younger guys. He's got a lot of seniors on this team. Let's see what the Warriors can do, though. Down 26-0. They're not going to throw in the towel. West taking the snap from the center. And he's got the ball. He rolls to his left. He turns it upfield. He's going to take it up by himself. And he's got a pickup of about 5 yards. Good piece of running. And Kevin Murphy on the tackle.
Ricky Lobo also got inside of there, and it was a real gang tackle as the secondary came up to make the stop. Good gang tackling. That'll always bring somebody down.
Well, let's see what West does here. He's going to roll to his left. He gives the pitch out, and he's going to roll, and he's going out of bounds. At about the 32. That's close to a first down. I think he's got it. And Danny Cordova on the tackle.
Good pursuit on that play. The ball carrier got outside.
And it is a first down.
And there was one quick missed tackle by Floyd Kane. Can't really be blamed him, though. There was real speed on that play.
Well, they're wasting no time in the huddle. And we'll see what Chris West, the quarterback, has up his sleeve this time. We got a man in motion coming right at us. And there's a snap. West drops back. He's going to throw deep. He's got a man. I think we're going to get pass interference on that play.
What a splendid catch that was, though.
No.
A spectacular catch.
No flag on that play. Oh, he caught the ball. I didn't even see the catch.
It was a spectacular catch by Pete Fulgham.
I did not see the catch. Here, we got to replay this, Mike.
Spectacular catch. Releasing the ball just as he's getting hit. Dives and makes the play.
And here we go. West over the center once again. He's got the ball. He's gonna take it upfield by himself. He breaks the tackle and gets a pickup of about 5 yards. Good piece of running by
Inside
Chris
line
West.
play is very, very tenacious. Both lines are beginning to play extremely well.
That's going to bring on a second and about 6 with 9:24 to go here in the third quarter. All right, West comes out. And here's the play. He's going to roll right. He turns it upfield and the pick up for about 3 yards. Chris West keeping the ball himself here in the third quarter.
He's got speed, but he can't do it all by himself. He's going to need to get some blocking. He's looking for holes that really aren't opening up. It's a very, very quick defensive line by Paramount. Closed up a hole that just opened and closed just as quickly.
And it's 3rd and 6. Let's see what the Warriors have in mind right here. They really need a first down to put some points on the board. And West drops back. He's going to now, it's a draw up the middle, but 55 is there to make the stop.
Chris Evans was really read that play well. He laid back, waited for a nice developing hole on the draw play, and then just closed it up with a linebacker-ish, almost Mike Ditka type tackle.
Well, that was certainly a good play. A 4-yard loss on the play. That's going to make it 4th and 10. So let's see what the Warriors do. I think they're
going to go for it. They've got guts
here.
to the team.
Well, you're down 26-0. Why not? Look for West to put the ball in the air. He drops way back. He's got a man. He throws short. Intercepted, number 20. He's going to take it all the way back. The last man beat is West. And West gets him out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
Rolando Avila
with the interception. There's a flag back on the 40, though. Let's see what this is all about.
Oh. It looks like it's going to be against Paramount. And a big break goes against them.
Well, the Warriors.
Interfered on the deep.
That's an offensive pass interference, a kind of a rare call.
Well, it's not offensive pass interference because they're going to mark it off against the Paramount. It's defensive pass interference, and it's going to give them a 1st and 10 at the 30. 34-yard line. We got a replay coming up.
Okay, let's take a look at this. Yeah, they say that he got there a little bit too fast. I feel like he was going for the ball.
Well, it looked to me like incidental.
Referees didn't see that list.
The play may not have been against the dealer. It may have actually been against the other defensive back on it.
And West back to pass. He throws quick. Oh, right in the hands of Avila. He had a chance to redeem it and go back. But that play is not going to be in his highlight film.
No, but it's going to be in his dreams tonight. He will see that in his dreams. And of course, in Monday morning screening.
Yeah, when they take a look at it again. Okay, we're going to have a second down and 10.
He's had 2 opportunities in 2 separate
West
plays.
has put the ball in the air here a few times in a row. Let's see what happens right now. West drops. He's going to take it upfield himself and gets about 3 yards before being dragged down by number...
Denny Cordova was in on the... Floyd Kane, excuse me, was in on the stop there. Good pursuit coming from the outside linebacker spot to come in to make the play. They're not really getting big holes on the option play unless he pitches out. But when he takes it himself and goes inside, he hasn't been getting yardage tonight.
All right, let's see what happens. Chris West driving the Warriors up, hoping to get some points on the board. We got a man in motion coming across the middle. And West is going to roll out to his left. He's looking deep. He's going to turn it upfield by himself, and he gets about a pickup of about 10 yards, or excuse me, about 7-yard pickup, and then he really got hammered.
He got clobbered by Danny Cordova. He just really gave him a pop, as only a defensive back can, who's running 40 yards and then smacks them.
That's going to bring on about a 4th and 3, and I think we can expect him to go for it. Okay, we got a replay right here, Mike.
Okay, man in motion. Take some of the defense off. I don't know if you can see Danny Cordova. He's out of your screen. Running right. He gets good running room, and then he is just crushed.
Here we go, and West with the ball. And he is... Whoa! That has faked everyone out. Touchdown, Warriors. West pitched that ball. And we went all the way. We didn't get a look at it. We were redoing another replay. We're going to have that score for you in just a second. That was a touchdown by number 40.
That had everyone in this stadium faked out of their boots. Everyone thought
Starting
that
with the announcers right up here. Okay, I'm sorry, we don't have a replay of that. But the Warriors are on the board right now.
Warriors on the board and potentially in the game.
26-6. And with 5:55 to go in the third quarter, I think you can't really count the Warriors out. You never know. And they're going to go for the 2 points. And West will operate out of the set offense. He rolls right. He's going to throw, and he's got a man, but he dropped the pass, and a flag on the play. We may see this one replayed over again.
I believe there was some holding on that play, and so it'll probably be declined.
Well, we'll find out. Defensive pass interference. That will move it 1.25 yards closer to the goal line.
I don't know if that's better or worse, Steve.
And give the Warriors a second shot. That's certainly better. And they're going to go for the 2 points again, to no one's surprise. It's got Applegate and Perkins in the backfield. Let's see what West does with the ball. Man in motion coming across your screen right at you. And he gives it to the first man through, and he's stacked up at the goal line. The 2-point conversion.
Did he get it?
No. Well, we haven't seen a sign yet from the referees. And they're uncovering the bodies, and no good. No good. Credit the defense for a stop right there. And we're going to take a quick break in the action with the score here. Paramount Pirates 26 and the Jansen Warriors 6. Second, we'll see what happens. First down and 10 to go. Ball at the Pirate 37. And we got a flag on the play. It might be too much time. No.
Defense, encroachment, 5 yards.
Well, we had an encroachment right there. And just lined up too close to the line of scrimmage.
They did.
Warriors
got to
get a little-
respect that zone.
Well, Warriors getting a little too aggressive on defense. Okay. Manu taking a look at the offense. He's got two men in his slot off to the left. And there's a snap. Jack Manu gives it off straight up the middle. Oh, good piece of running by number 35, Danny Godfrey. Godfrey on a slant came over the middle like that, picked up a good chunk of yardage.
Godfrey read his holes very well. He did a little patter step in the backfield, and then as the hole opened up, he accelerated through it, giving himself good yardage.
And wasting no time in the huddle, Pirates right back out there. They want to get some more points on the board. They don't like what just happened when the Warriors had the ball. Here's Manu with the snap. He drops back. He's going to roll to his left. He's looking deep. He throws short over the middle. Got a man wide. He goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. And that's going to be another Pirate first down.
That's George Jacobo, the wide out on that. He ran a little post pattern and rather down and out and was wide open as the quarterback rolled left. That's really a talent of his, the ability to sprint out quickly and find an open man downfield.
It was good. What they did was they stacked the left side, sent one man deep. The other guy did a down and out and was wide open. Split the defense.
He's being rewarded by sitting down for a play.
And here's Manu. He's operating out of that set offense again. And he hands the ball off to Godfrey once more. Godfrey off to the left side. And I think we're going to have a face mask on this play. A high tackle around the head by a Warrior defender. And I think we're going to tack on 15 more yards.
Kind of an unnecessary penalty at this point of the game. Of course, some fans might say, why 15 and not 5 like in the pros? But in high school and college football, it's a 15-yard penalty.
Well, in either case, it doesn't matter because I was wrong. That's a holding penalty going against the Pirates. That's going to push them way back. It's going to be first down at about 20.
Gutierrez checks back into the game. And out will come Godfrey. I'm sorry, opposite. That's Jacobo in the game, and Paul Gutierrez out.
Well, Manu is going to take the snap off the center. He's got a first and long. Let's see what he does. And there's a snap, and it's a quick handoff, and it's stacked up for a lot. Wait a second here.
The ball switched hands a couple of times on that play. I thought the whistle had blown. It's going to be dead.
Yeah, it's going to be about a 1-yard loss for the Pirates.
Looks like they hung underneath the pile and kept the ball going.
As you take a look at the Warrior defense, boy, they have been on the field tonight a long time. Really getting a workout.
They certainly are.
As is the offense for the Pirates.
But that's the object of the game, ball control offense. And, of course, both teams have a lot of players who go both ways, Steve.
They do, and there's some tired people, especially being the first game of the season and everybody not being in peak condition. At any rate, here's Manu. He's got his second in about 22. And there's a snap. Manu gives it to the first man through, Godfrey. And Godfrey's going to pick up about 4 yards.
They are moving forward at will tonight on the ground. They're getting great blocking. They're executing well. The runners seem to be able to be willing to wait for the holes to open. That was one of the few plays they weren't able to break for a big gainer.
And Jacobo brings the play in. And Manu gets the play from Coach Kenny Such.
Gutierrez is out on this one.
He's got Godfrey in the backfield, along with number 45, Floyd Kane. And Manu takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Godfrey, eludes the defender, and he's going to throw it long. And he's got a man wide open, but it's picked off by number 12. He's at the 10, and he returns the ball up to the 15-yard line. What a pickoff by number 12, Brandon Sampson.
You know, he had his
backup quarterback who also plays defensive back.
It was a play in which the offensive man appeared to have his men beat. Let's take a look at this play. Manu rolls out, runs into a little bit of trouble, but he's overrun by the defender, running right, looking downfield and throwing on the run. Did not get quite enough on this ball because, I don't know if you can see this, but he had a man open. Yet it was a running interception and a great leaping catch.
All right, we're back to the real action right now. And we just had a man move, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. A mental error, and at a time of the game with 2 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the third quarter and down by 20 points, you don't want to make that.
Encroachment on the offense, 5 yards.
And he called encroachment on the offense. It's going to push him back 5 yards. And rather than 1st and 10, we're looking at 1st and 15.
Well, they certainly are deep in a hole right now. But if they can get out of it, they can get a psychological boost.
Man, we got a timeout on the field. And I think we're going to have some defensive substitutions. And hold up, and we'll talk about it again.
Well, while we've got a timeout, Steve, let's hope you guys can join us next week as Mayfair goes against Garden Grove.
And that also ought to be a pretty interesting matchup. But right now, quarterback Chris West got more important things on his mind, like getting some more points on the board. And he rolls out to his left, gives the ball to the first man. He breaks the tackle. 44, Perkins brings it up for a gain of about 17 yards. Good piece of running.
Perkins has good upper body strength, and that time he used it to push defenders off of him and break out a big, good gainer.
That was a fine piece of... He looked like Leon Neal on that play. And we're going to take another look at it, Mike.
Look at his upper body strength. Breaking tackles, moving upfield, good outside speed. Breaking yet another tackle before he's finally brought.
And here's the play. West with the ball, gets into the first man through, and there was a fumble on the play. No, well, at any rate, it's going to remain Warrior ball, but they're going to lose about 1.5 yards on the play. A little mix-up there on the handoff, I think.
Couldn't tell exactly. I was describing the action of the instant replay. They've got their nickel defense in on this play.
Well, I think it's a passing situation. I think Coach Dillon would like to put the ball in the air. He's got 2 men wide. Let's see what happens. And it's West up the middle, and West takes it off tackle, cuts it up the middle for a gain of about 3 or 4. 2 men wide. Let's see what happens. And it's West up the middle, and West takes it off tackle, cuts it up the middle for a gain of about 3 or 4. It's going to make a third down at about 7 or 6. We'll call it 6. And good tackle by George Jacobo on there and Floyd Kane. And the Hiram Johnson Warriors come out of the huddle. Sacramento team out of the Metro Conference up north. Quarterback Chris West takes the snap, drops back. He's going to go out to the flat. He's got a man wide open. He drops the ball.
Drops the ball and he knows it. He's very unhappy with himself. Those are the kinds of things that happen to you when things are just not your night.
And he had first down yardage, too. And you know, Coach Chris Dillon is going to probably have that young man doing a few extra laps come Monday's practice.
Yeah, especially since he did it right in front of him on the near sideline.
That's not the place to screw up. You don't want to do it in front of the coach. Do it on the other end of the field. Well, it's 4th down and about 6 to go. I'll call it 7 yards. And we got the punting team on. Number 33 to return the kick. That's DeMondre White. And there's Applegate's kick. White should have a chance to return this. He lets the ball get by him. And he picks it up. He's down into his 15-yard line. A good punt. Brings it up the sideline. He's got an open field. He's going. Unbelievable. He's going to take this ball back. 85 yards. Touchdown.
I don't know how he did that. There appeared to be little or no room at all. The ball got behind him. He misplayed the bounce. He picked it up at the 15 and just roared all the way down the far sideline.
We got a replay of that. Let's look what White did on this play. He lets the ball get by him, something that coach would tell you not to do. Yes!
He picks the ball up, uses the referee as a blocker, appears little or no room at all down the sideline, but he has incredible speed. No one got a hand on him.
Unmolested into the end zone. Incredible.
This team may not see a game this easy again in the CIF conference, I'll tell you that.
And here's the point after attempt. 32-6 to score, 9 seconds left in the third quarter. And we got a flag on the play. I'll tell you, White took off up the sideline. I thought that perhaps he had a tunnel to run through. There was like no tacklers near him. Yet it was just absolutely incredible. Nobody get a hand on him. It was white jerseys everywhere, but nobody touched him.
Especially since he did it straight up the same sideline, and the enemy sideline for that matter. Somebody should have just stood in his way.
That's going to push him back 5 yards. The extra point attempt's going to come from about the 14. It'll be a 24-yard attempt. And it is good with 9 seconds. Oh, excuse me. No good. It was off to the left. Okay, the third quarter's winding down to a close. We got 9 seconds left. And we're going to take a quick break with the Paramount Pirates on top 32-6. 9 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's been all Pirates so far tonight, 32-6. And Pirate kicker, number 15, Leisnor will go ahead and kick it, and it's taken at about the 14-yard line. Stutter steps, goes up the middle, runs into a wall of blockers, and gets it around the outside before being knocked out of bounds at about the 30.
Mosey Earl is a pretty good runner, and he took that play and ran it up the sideline about as well as he could, given the blocking that he's been given tonight.
And that's going to end it for the third quarter with the score 32-6. The Paramount Pirates on top. And they have really had their way tonight, I'll tell you, Mike.
They certainly have.
And we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more action in the fourth quarter in just a moment.
Los Angeles Dodgers. Here's another champion, Bill Duff. You know, Bill's going to push 5,000 miles to help the Miami Project to cure paralysis and get 500,000 Americans in wheelchairs like Bill back on their feet.
Well, Tommy, I'll be willing to 20 states this year, and it'd be great for everybody to come out and show support of me and my team while we're on the road.
That's great. My hat's off to you, Bill, and I'm joining your team. And you can join our team by calling 1-800-STAND-UP.
Children. While you were gone, fans, there was an incomplete pass. It's going to be second down and 10.
Fine decent play there, a defensive play by Mike Avila. Wrote that up. Or excuse me, that was White breaking that play up. Didn't even take a chance to catch his breath. Just went right back in and made a good defensive effort there. All right, here come the Warriors. They need some points, and they need them in a hurry. Chris West, and quarterback, takes the ball, hands it off to the first man through, number 44, Perkins, and Perkins going to get a gain of about 3 yards. Well, they decided to run the short side that time.
They did, and there wasn't much room at all, as usual. It's been a really tough night for the offensive line of Johnson High. They've done as best they could, and it appears that in the skill positions, Johnson has good players. However, they just can't seem to get enough blocks to get into the open field. Of course, you can credit the defensive line.
And credit them. Ramirez, Dela Cruz, Murphy, Logo, they've all done an absolutely incredible job. And let's not forget Jerome Haywood either.
No, Jerome Haywood is looking to go on to bigger and better things.
Well, here's West right now. He's got a man far to the left, and he goes straight back with the ball. There's pressure on him. Haywood misses him. We got a flag, and
I would be surprised.
Chris goes down. I think we're going to get a holding call against the Warriors, but we'll check it and see.
I wouldn't be surprised to see an intentional grounding. The holding call will go against Johnson, so I don't know which was worse.
Well, I think they didn't get him on the holding, Mike. They would have got him for intentional grounding, which would have included a loss of down. So I think the holding was the better of the two evils.
If such a thing can be said
As
tonight.
you're looking at the call being explained to Jacobo, Jacobo's not going to take it. He's going to decline a penalty. That's going to force a fourth down situation. And they are going to, I'm not exactly sure.
Looks like their punting team is coming in.
Yeah, here comes the punting team. They're going to kick it away. Although down 32-6, there's 10:56 left in the game. You can't cough the ball up, especially with an impossible situation like 4th and 15 at this stage. And you're... Avila back deep to return this kick. And he gets it off cleanly. Avila should have a chance to go ahead and make a fine return. He gets the ball at the 50, breaks it up to the 45. He's cutting over to his left. He stops. And here he comes again in the other direction. And
Heads the other way, and it's going to...
And Avila reversing directions both laterally and horizontally and ends up with a 5-yard loss.
Well, it was a good idea, but it backfired.
Well, so many times you've seen that play work where they've broken it for big yardage because you catch the special team defense defending it to one side, but Avila didn't have the speed to get around the right side.
They might have losing yardage on the punt return. I think he picked it up in the midfield stripe, wound up losing 5 yards.
But right now it's 32-6.
He's having a tough night. 2 interceptions, turned back and
Paramount's looking pretty good. All right, Manu's back at quarterback. Excuse me, number 14's back, but he gives the ball to number 33, and he breaks up the middle. Big yardage. What a run by number 33.
Larry Hooper, the 11th grader, the junior, is in there at quarterback, giving Manu a break here in the 4th quarter.
Well, not only that, but we've got a couple of substitutions. We've got number 14, Larry Hooper, coming in, and he's taking over from Manu. And number 33, Demondre White, took that play up middle. Of course, White's been in the game the whole time. And let's see what Hooper can do right now. 1st and 10. And we got another flag on the play.
We have another change at fullback. We've got Gennaro Quintana, the senior running back in there.
And we got a flag. It's a motion call. And it's going to go against the Pirates. That'll put a lot of penalties in this game, Mike.
Well, you know, when you get to a game that's begun to get a little out of hand, things often get pretty sloppy out there.
Well, not only that, but first game of the season, you got to expect some mistakes here.
Exactly.
All right, that's going to make it 1st down and 15. Hooper's still at quarterback. And we'll see what Coach Kenny Such has in mind. There's a snap. He gives it to first man through. And it's a pickup about 5 yards.
That's Quintana on the run. This guy doesn't get a whole lot of playing time, but here with a large 24-point lead, a good time to get some playing time in.
And with 8:55 to go and a comfortable margin on their way to victory, you know Coach Kenny Such wants to go ahead and work in some of those younger players since this is a senior-laden squad. Well, here's Hooper. He's over the center. They're going to go out of the set offense again. And there's a snap, and he gives it to first man through. And White takes the ball, and he pushes it upfield for about 5 yards. That's going to bring on a 3rd down and about 9.
It's good to see White get an opportunity. He is one of their kickoff returners along with Neal, but with that quickness of Neal, White doesn't get the opportunity to play as much. You know, there's another guy sitting on the bench here tonight, Darryl Cloy, who is, according to the coach, has been clocked at 4.5.
That's quick. All right, Hooper over the center. He's got White in the backfield along with Quintana and 2 men out to his left, and he fumbles the snap. We've also got a flag on the play. I think the center took off there, and we've got another motion penalty. That'll go against the Pirates. This is a good chance right here, Mike, to go ahead and let everybody know out there that after the game, we are going to go ahead and have the Sports Channel Player of the Game. Right now, a couple of people come to mind, Leon Neal and Jack Manu.
For my money, it's Leon Neal. Jack Manu is certainly a catalyst on this team, and before this season is out, I'm sure he's going to get lots of honors. But for my money, tonight, no one has electrified this crowd and this game as has running back Leon Neal.
I agree. He has had an absolutely superb evening. All right. Well, we'll find out. Here's Hooper with the ball. He's going to roll out left and get a chance to put it up in the air. And he throws it short to White, but it's incomplete. And had White open, but he was well covered. If he did catch that ball, it wasn't going to go anywhere. Well, I don't know, Mike. Both Neal and Manu, they both had great games. I kind of tend to agree with you. I think Leon Neal, with the big chunk of yardage that he had, I would have to give him the call as well.
On this team, however, without a doubt, Manu is what makes this team run. He is the catalyst. He can do everything. And because he is such a dangerous factor, that allows players like Neal to show their talents.
I agree. You can't stop both of them. At least it doesn't appear that way. Right now, though, we've got Hooper, who was incomplete on his last attempt. Let's see if he goes in and puts it up in the air again. 4th and 14. And a play-action pass. He rolls out to his left. Oh, excuse me, number 33, White has the ball. Touchdown. Well, I have to take down my pants on that. I don't know how he got the ball.
That ball was beautifully faked. He ran back on a play-action pass. Back White waited back there as if he were to block.
There's the replay.
And the pass was inside. He faked you, me, and the entire team out of his pants except for the near sidelines and had an open field running for a touchdown.
You know, I'll tell you something, Mike. I don't feel too bad blowing that call because I don't think anybody in this stadium knew that White had the ball at the zone. It was
certainly not, the defense certainly didn't. And we were all following the quarterback on a beautiful fake.
Hooper was just superior with that fake. And that's going to make it 38 to 6. Here comes the extra point attempt. Bill Sonoris gets to snap it down, and there's the kick, and it is good. All right, that makes it 39 to 6. There is 6:46 to go in this game, and the Paramount Pirates 39 to 6 on top. 6:46 to go in this game. 39 to 6 has been all Pirates, and they have just controlled the line of scrimmage and virtually scored at will.
And they have also treated us to some truly spectacular long scoring plays tonight.
They really haven't. And let's credit the defense also with some fine play tonight. They're not going to get scrimmage and virtually scored at will.
And they have also treated us to some truly spectacular long scoring plays tonight.
They really haven't. And let's credit the defense also with some fine play tonight. They're not going to get the accolades that the offense got, but for the most part, with the exception of that one long drive that the Warriors put together, they have really shut down the Johnson offense.
That's true. They've also given them field position.
And there's the kick. And it's taken at the 10-yard line. He brings it up and he cuts it over to the right side. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 25. A return of about 15 yards. And with 6:32 to go and a 39 to 6 deficit, what do you do if you're Coach Dillon, Mike?
You play your freshmen.
I don't know if they brought their freshman team with them.
Well, there is solace for this team, Steve. They're staying in Anaheim. They get to go to Disneyland tomorrow.
You know, there's a bright side to every dark cloud. You're right. And these guys from Johnson will get to take on Disneyland over the weekend. All right. Let's see what the Warriors have up their sleeve. Brandon Sampson now in the quarterback, and he gives the ball, takes it himself.
Actually, it wasn't a totally disastrous trip for Johnson. The JVs beat the JVs of the Pirates by a score of 18 to 6.
And scored. They came out and scored 2 touchdowns in the second half to win it. Well, Brandon Sampson has replaced Chris West as the quarterback. He just carried that one for about 5 yards. He is a 5'11", 168-pound junior. And there's a snap. He's going to roll out left. He pitches the ball, and he breaks it upfield. A good piece of running, first down.
And a fumble, it looks like.
We have another flag on the play, though. Let's wait for the call. It's a hold. And it goes against the Warriors. A fine gain going to be brought back.
That is frustrating. You know, if you're one of those players over there, and if you're the player who did that, you're going to hang your head awfully low.
Yeah, that first downs haven't been something that have come with any degree of easiness for the Pirates tonight. Okay, 5:25 to go here in the fourth quarter. It is now second down and a long 16 yards. Brandon Sampson at quarterback. He's got a man wide to his left. He puts number 92 in motion. Andy, he gives the ball to the first man through. He breaks around right side. He's got some running room, and he's got himself a first down. And the ground can't cause a fumble, so that will remain a Warrior ball, but good piece of running by Wayne Shepard.
Good piece of running and on a touchdown-saving tackle by Jay Kim. Jay Kim is a junior who's getting some playing time, not a starter, but he came down there and made a hard hit.
Well, 4:52 left and the clock running. It's now first down, and I bet you Coach Dillon would really like to see this younger team go ahead and punch the ball in into the end zone.
Sure, both teams have their second teams out there giving some playing time, which is really super.
Yeah, well, it's so important to platoon, especially if you want to develop a program with any degree of consistency over the years. And that's certainly something that Ken Such has developed.
He certainly has, and the way his team has played today, he has certainly lived up to all the expectations in the CIAF San Gabriel Valley Conference. I've had my troubles with my Sands tonight.
You got it right there. Well, anyways, we got a break in the action. You're taking a look at the crowd here tonight. Not a bad crowd. Well, there's the band right there, and they've entertained us with some good music.
They are a happy group of campers. This crowd has been treated.
And the young cheerleaders, I guess the best way to describe them is vocal.
They do a great job. They get everyone up for these games. Remember, this may not look like a huge crowd, but school hasn't even started yet.
That's true. The school doesn't not starting until next week. It was good that a lot of people came out and decided to spend their Friday night here at the end of the summer.
You know, this isn't the only game we're going to be doing here this year.
That's right. We've got a bunch of games slated, and we're going to talk to you about a couple of them right after this play. All right, Sampson taking it back. He's out of the wishbone. Interesting look. And he takes the ball himself. Oh, what a tackle by number 42. And that is Quintana.
Quintana getting playing time on both sides of the ball tonight.
And he just blew through the gap right there and made a shoestring tackle in the backfield for a 5-yard loss.
That's got to make you happy. He's a junior. Here are those games coming up.
And we want to remind you, next week we're going to bring Mayfair versus Garden Grove. And that should be an interesting matchup. And after that, we got Santa Fe versus Norwalk and Fontana versus St. Paul. We'll have the rest of the schedule right after this play. All right, Sampson out of the wishbone again. He gives it to first man. No, gives it first man through. And it is a pickup of about 4 or 5 yards. We're kind of detached from the playing field. Not always easy to call these plays.
And then they're actually executing some good fakes. The quarterbacks seem to have the skills to be able to fake at least us out.
Well, they should go ahead. Maybe some of them should take up drama. They're doing such a good job of acting without the football. And to give you some of the rest of the schedule, Fontana versus St. Paul, and once again, Paramount versus the Gollies. And that ought to be a great game. Paramount will probably be 6-0 by then.
They should hope so. They've got a tough schedule ahead of them.
Here's Sampson. He goes back. He's going to roll to his left. He's got a man. He throws long, and it's complete. Fine catch at the 48-yard line. And number 82, Daniel Easter, catches the ball, punches it into Pirate territory. 1st and 10, 2:56 to go. And the Warriors threatening to put some more points on the board. Here comes the replay, Mike. Sampson throwing
well
deep.
executed play.
He had that man open all the way. All right, we are back, and here goes Sampson. He's going to roll out to his left, and he turns it upfield by himself. Is tripped up at the line of scrimmage. That's a pickup of about 1. Credit Jerome Haywood.
And Lavelle Wilson in on the play as well.
And Haywood just shot the gap. He wasn't fooled on that play. He went right for the ball, and he made the tackle. Okay, time winding down. 2:20 to go. 39-6. I'm Steve Gilman. With me, Mike Cecilia. It has been absolutely a good time bringing you this game here tonight.
It certainly has, and I'm about to head down to the field, Steve, and give out the Sports Channel Player of the Game Award, and it's a special one.
Okay. First, though, we've got Sampson back. He wants to go long. He throws the ball. His arm was tipped, and the interception, which looked like a sure thing, was dropped.
That ball looked like it was thrown by Billy Kilmer.
Not exactly a picture-perfect spiral by any stretch of the imagination.
It was wobbly, and his hand was hit as he released the ball, and that led to the wobbly spiral and a kind of free-for-all down by the 35-yard line.
Okay, with 1:53 left, and a 39-6 score. Let's see what the Warriors can do. And third down and about 8. Sampson with the ball. And we'll find out if he's going to throw again. No, he's going to roll out. He gets hit. He gives it the first man through, number 42. And he breaks a few tackles in a good pickup of about 6 yards. And that was Wayne Shepard with the run. I'll make it about 4th and 3. With 1:32 and the clock is running left. All right, Mike Cecile is gone. He's on his way to the sidelines to meet up with Coach Ken Such. He's only got a minute 10 to get there. I hope he hurries up. To award the post-game Sports Channel Player of the Game, Leon Neal, with the Player of the Game award. All right, here's Sampson. And he pitches it out to number 42. And he turns it upfield. First down and a little bit more. Fine piece of running by Shepard. And Shepard did a good job right there. Okay. 1 minute to go. There's a timeout on the field. And
that Harvin Johnson soon wants to go ahead and try to score one more touchdown from around this. Obviously, at 39-6.
But always important to motivate the kids and put the ball in the end zone when you can. All right, we got a pause in the action on the field. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. What's that? 58 seconds to go. It's been all Pirates so far, 39-6. Pirates, though, trying to punch it in the end zone for a morale booster, if nothing else. Sampson at quarterback. And he gives the ball. No, he doesn't give it to Shepard. Shepard makes a good blast. Sampson throws it. He's got a man. And he catches the ball at the 20, brings it up to the good piece of running after catching the ball. And it's up to the 15-yard line. It's going to be another first down with 49 seconds to go. And it'll be first down on the 15. As you take a look at the Pirate defense. Well, let's see if they can buckle down. A lot of substitutes in there right now. Pirates got most of the starters out of the game. No sense in risking injury with a 39-6 lead, especially when you're the favorite to repeat as Division III CIF champions. Something the Pirates are very much hoping to do, and something that the experts have picked. Not to overshadow tonight's performance, because it has been an absolutely well-played and executed game by the Paramount team. Coach Such does an excellent job of preparing everyone for this game. And it shows, too, with a 39-6 score. And you know that Coach Such can't do this by himself. He's got a lot of help, and assistants Jim Monaco, Glenn Cascella, Mike Gears, and Alicio Rodriguez, all whose hard work has helped make this team as successful as it has been. And you can't forget them out, because they are an instrumental part to the Pirates being as good as they are. All right, here's Sampson. He takes the ball. He rolls out to his right. He wants to throw it. He's got a man open. He pitches the pass, and he's down to the 10-yard line. That's about a pick of about 5 yards as the clock ticks. They go to a no-huddle offense. Second down and 5. 35 seconds and ticking away. And Sampson wants 6 before this one's all over. Takes the snap. He's looking to his right. Oh! Almost picked off by number 32. And that is Stanfield breaking that play up. That stops the clock, though. 25 seconds to go. 39-6 score. I'm Steve Gilman, and down on the field, Mike Cecilia, and he will have our Sports Channel Player of the Game, Leon Neal. Right after this, we have a trophy to present to him. And Leon Neal has not seen much action in the second half, but if you have been with us throughout the game and you saw what he did in the first half, you'll know why he's the player of the game. All right, Sampson trying to punch it in the end zone. It's 3rd and 5. Takes the ball, rolls to his left, and he's going to turn upfield, take it himself, and he is hammered and brought down at about the 7-yard line. It's going to make it 4th down with 13 seconds to go, and the clock ticking. And he's going to have one. Will be the last play of the game. Sampson rolls to his right. He just lofts it into the end zone, and it's no good, and the ball game is over. The final. Paramount Pirates 39, Johnson Warriors 6. Just a well-played game. All right, we're going to take a post-game activity time. Let's go down the field with Mike Cecilia for the award, the Sports Channel Player of the Game.
Leon Neal, you've been named the Sports Channel Player of the Game. 2 touchdowns, 2 long runs. What do you attribute to your success tonight?
I'd like to say thanks to the linemen. They blocked very well. And well, they didn't really tackle that well. So I just went off their mistakes. And the linemen, they just blocked very well for me.
That's great, Leon. And on behalf of the Sports Channel, we'd like to present you with this trophy. Congratulations. Steve, back to you.
All right, thanks, Mike. And you saw it right there, a very jubilant Paramount Pirate team. And they have really romped tonight with a 39-6 win over the Johnson Warriors, a team that people didn't know too much about from the Sacramento area. They gave a good showing for themselves, but were just basically overmatched. Well, the final, once again, 39-6, and this game was brought to you by Adds Floor Covering, serving the Mid-Cities with the finest in floor and window covering since 1945, as well as